everyone, I am Janie Cox, the Managing Director and Principal of A-Class Draperies and Interiors Limited. Today I'm going to show you a procedure that you can use at your machine so that you can sew absolutely straight lines. And no, you do not need to draw lines on the fabric, and you do not need to be continuously measuring while you are at the machine. Most seam guides on the market today are either too short or they are magnetic when your machine is not. They move when you sew and you just don't get the results that you want. We are going to be ruling the bed of the machine so that you can sew continuously straight lines quickly every time. You will need double-sided tape, a strong one like jewel tape, a craft knife, a pair of scissors, a flexible ruler, Sharpies markers, black and red and black, 2 flexible tapes, and a postcard, something with square edges. Firstly, I'll remove the presser foot from the machine. And we will be ruling the bed of the machine into 1/4 inch increments. I'll first need to establish a straight line that passes from the back to the front of the machine through the center point of where the needle enters the throat plate. And then a line perpendicular to that, which normally would be along the front edge of your machine. And that's what I'm going to be using this postcard for. So, taking a piece of my double face tape, I'm attaching it to the postcard. So when I find that position, center of the needle, and straight along the front edge of the bed of the machine, I'm going to secure that position. And for safety, I'm just going to put 2 pieces just to hold this accessory compartment from moving. And now I'm going to draw my first line using my black marker. Also ensure that your stitch length or your stitch is on straight stitch. You do not want to have it on zigzag. So now that I've done that, I'll remove the card. And now I'm going to use my flexible tape. I'm going to be securing 1 flexible tape to the front of the machine along this edge, and another flexible tape to the back of the machine along the back edge. So it's going to take about 6 inches, just about 6 inches of tape. So of course I'll have to destroy this tape. So I'm cutting that section off. And then I'm going to cut 6 inches of my next tape. To both these tapes, I'll be adhering or fixing some double-sided tape so that I can attach it to the bed of the machine. My flexible tape is wider than my double-sided tape, so I'll have to do 2 pieces. Removing the paper backing, and I'm going to put my first tape in position. Trying to be as straight as possible. Now, by placing the tape across the front of the machine, I've also gone across this accessory compartment. So I'm going to need to split my tape at that point. So using my craft knife, good, so I've just split the tape. So preparing the next piece for the back of the machine. There it is. And now I'm adhering this to the back of the machine. From where that line is, as straight as possible. That's it. Some okay there. And that's the hardest part. Once I've done that, I'm going to use the flexible ruler because some machine has a slight contour on the bed. This one is fairly flat. And I'm going to start by drawing at each inch mark a solid red line. So the red lines will represent my 1-inch marks. And then I'll use a black marker to draw the in-between lines. I have to cater for pencil point or for the point of the marker. So I can't put it dead on the line. I just slightly shift it to the right. I'm actually using my left hand to draw because of where the camera is. Okay. So let me see if I can reposition this a bit. Okay. So now I'm going to use my black markers, my black marker to draw my 1/4-inch increments. I think you can see that better on this side. Many people are hesitant to have the lines drawn on the machine. Well, my position is that every piece of equipment that I have must work for me. And anything that I can do to make my life easier and to be more efficient, then I do it. So this is going to make me a lot faster. It's going to make sewing a lot more enjoyable. And I'm going to have straight lines. My last 1/4-inch increment, I'll have to mark the positioning of it because the protector is still on the end of the tape covering that 1/4-inch measurements. So this is my last line. And there you have it. The entire bed of the machine has been ruled, and I'm going to show you in the next step how efficient and how easy sewing straight is going to be. So now I'll be showing you how to sew parallel lines very quickly. We'll sew lines 1/2 inch apart using the lines on the machine because they have been extended from the back to the front of the machine. We have a very long guide, so we line up our fabric against the line, and then we just focus not on the needle now, but just on keeping the fabric aligned. So I'm going to start at my 1/2 inch measurement. My next stitch would be 1/2 inch apart, which would be at my 1 inch measurement. Then next at my 1.5 inch increment, I'm going to sew one more line. So that will put me at my 2.5 inch increment. And there you have it. Parallel lines, very straight. Hope you enjoyed this project. Share your comments, subscribe to our channel, and remember, at A-Class Draperies and Interiors, we train the experts.